in your case.
The administrator was court appointed, so and they told me that I couldn't do it myself because it was a conflict of interest or something.
With something or someone. That's an interesting statement.
They said that when it comes to special needs trust, a person can't be their own trustee. That's what I was told.
There's obviously nothing wrong with your mind. You're limited in some physical aspects.
But you're brilliant.
But there's nothing wrong with your head.
You're gifted.
I don't understand why, and I asked Steve how and why did the public administrator get here? Who appointed him and why?
Yeah.
You said, was it Norheim? Was
Yeah.
it Norheim? It was Norheim.
Yeah.
And who called Norheim in the first place? How did he get involved? Do you know the answer to that? How did Norheim get involved in you?
Do you know how the public administrator got involved after your father's death?
It was apparently because he didn't have a living will.
But okay, somebody has to call the public administrator and say, this person doesn't have a will. Do you have somebody who you think might have done that?
No. My father didn't have any friends, any living family other than me, and I know I didn't call him.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
No, just one half sister.
One half sister, and what's your relationship with her? Is it good?
Yes, it's very good. I love my little sister, but she knew nothing about my father. She only met him once.
Let me ask you this, and it's cold, but I have to ask you, when your father was found deceased, who found him?
He was living with 2 caretakers at the time. I assume they found him.
What do you mean caretakers?
I mean, he hired people to come and live with him, to take care of him, look after him.
Were they professional caretakers?
No, these were Joe or Jane, whoever off the street.
Okay, so they weren't professionals who would know. You have to call up an or the county administrator if there's someone found deceased.
No.
Okay. So that wasn't an official notification. No official notification. For your information, the document I just read to you a moment ago was recorded. It was returned to Goldsmith and Guyman Professional Corporation, which is that Goldsmith lawyer.
Yeah.
She's the one who was handling the transfer of the title of your house.
They told me that the house was in such a state of disrepair that the cost to fix it up was actually worth more than the house itself.
It's a beautiful
But you
house.
were living there at the time, is that correct?
No,
You weren't living there at the time.
And the last time I saw the house, yes, it was disheveled, but it was still livable. I mean, there weren't holes in the wall or.
Let me ask you a question, hypothetically. If you were to have moved into the house at the time, let's say of your father's passing, you could have lived there?
Yes.
You could have lived there. And there was nothing that you think would have cost the value of the house, given the value that Shafer gave it of $47,000 or whatever, under $50,000.
Yeah.
Less than 1/3 of its true value, in good condition, of course. But you could have handled any repairs. In other words, you have the wherewithal to get on the phone or call somebody and say, hey,
and plus you have the
I
money.
need this painted or I need this
And
carpet
you also
replaced.
had the money to do
and
it.
you had the money to do
I
it.
need the carpet upholstered, or I need the house sprayed for bugs or termites or.
I'm going to ask you questions. Don't get mad if they're cold. Your dad wasn't a hoarder.
No.
He didn't have 1 million cats or dogs.
No.
Okay. So the house, there was no reason for the house to be considered, as he stated, to be in total disrepair, needing $47,000 worth of repairs. That's why he took all your money to repair the house to get zero in return.
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes
And then it
sense
states
now.
here on this declaration of value form regarding the house, transfer to trust without consideration. What does that mean? It was transferred.
I have no idea what that means. That's legalese. I have no idea.
Yeah, it was transferred to him, to Shafer. Buyer granted information, print name, Jared E. Shafer. Seller grantor information, John Cahill, Clark County Public Administrator. So it was transferred from the administrator to Shafer without consideration. Consideration meaning payment. Whatever that is, I think that'll be interesting as we get further into this. This is all from his office. I mean, there's stuff, you know, I love what we were able to do with his office.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what I found here. Grant bargain sale and deed. This is, okay, the people who bought it, I have the name, whatever, they still live there, so it's not their fault they bought it. Maybe unless it was sold to them as friends of Shafer. It says 47,000. That's so.
It would be interesting to know who purchased the home, which you can find out.
Well, I have it here.
And see if that's anybody that is related in any way, business-wise, personal-wise, or otherwise, to Jared Shafer.
Well, let me just
or any of his
let me give you a
cohorts.
name, and I'm going to try and pronounce it.
I didn't recognize the name.
Ermias, ERMIASM, GEBRERMARIAM. Don't ask me what that spells.
Yeah.
And MAKDA TBEKELE.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's who bought it.
And they're still living there now.
Yeah, that's who bought it.
And no one rebought it or resold.
No, those are the latest owners, and they were the ones who bought it. Their husband and wife, and they bought it from, it says, indenture witness, Jared E. Shafer, professional fiduciary services in Nevada in his capacity as trustee of the Special Needs Trust 2 for the benefit of Jason Hanson, the adult disabled son of Gerhard Hanson, for valuable consideration, the receipt of which is hereby acknowledged, do hereby grant, bargain, sell, and convey to them, the names I can't pronounce.
Valuable consideration is a sum of money. What was that amount of money?
Well, it said 47,000.
Yeah, but why didn't it say 47,000 there?
It says it in previous documents, so I think that's probably it. You have to talk to Margaret or somebody that does this every day. My sister-in-law is real estate and bank, you know, so we can get our answers real quick just from my close family, believe it or not. And then it gives the description of the property and witness here the 12th day of July 2010, Jared Shafer, professional fiduciary services in Nevada, in his capacity as the trustee of the Special Needs Trust for the benefit of Jason Hanson.
Quote, unquote.
Yeah, and then he signed his name on July 12, 2010, before me the undersigned, then notarized. This is a notarized, personally known, and he came before a notary to get the paperwork authenticated. And, let's see what else I have here. See if there's any real smoking guns. Here's the legal description of the property.
I read that. There's nothing there.
Okay.
There's nothing there.
Yeah, and declaration of value. The declaration of value according to assessor parcel, state of Nevada. Real property transfer tax was $239, and the total value sales price. That's meaning that it's not the value; it's the sales price was $47. 100% interest. Signed by Shafer. It says he had 100% interest.
May I ask you a question? It's not a delicate question, but it's nonetheless.
Do you want me? You want this, or shall I keep it?
Keep it.
I'm going to put it in the article, so they'll be able to do a PDF file out and read it. Everybody will be able to read it that way. You can too.
Okay.
What is your condition? I mean, your physical condition that you have. What's it called?
Cerebral palsy. I was born with it.
Right. You were born with it.
Yeah.
So you're pretty used to it. And obviously, you've gone to school. I mean, you're well educated.
Yes.
Chaparral.
Durango High School.
Durango.
Class of 2007. And I've attended CSN as an on-again, off-again student.
What would you want to do now if you still had your money? Would you go back to CSN?
If I still have my money, to be honest, I'd look for a new place to live. Because I obviously can't go home. So I need a fresh start.
You can live alone with no problem.
No, I'd probably need some assistance.
Enabled roommate or something like that, you know.
Yes.
But you don't need anyone around you on a 24-hour basis or anything.